Welcome to Candid Conversations with Candidates, brought to you by Crowing Power in partnership with Lakes Media Collaborative and the Brainerd Lakes Chamber. I'm Lisa Paxton, and it's my pleasure to welcome Mary Koep. Mary is a candidate for Brainerd City Council Alderman at Large. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you, Lisa.
Great to have you here. We'll start with your opening comments.
My name is Mary Koep. I currently serve as a councilman at Large, City of Brainerd, and I am running for another term. My husband is Walter. We have 3 children and 8 grandchildren. Walter worked in retail grocery for many years, and he is now employed at Rolfing's. We were active in PTA, Boy Scouts, and Campfire Girls while our children were growing up. We believe in community. I am an advocate for the people, a community builder, and a cheerleader for our city. Brainerd has weathered the storm of revenue losses without raising tax levies and is well positioned for economic growth. Status quo can never be the option, and we must be both innovative and practical as we address and guide change, for all change is not equal. Asking tough questions, demanding value for your tax dollar, bringing energy, efficiency, economy, and effectiveness to the issues is a promise I make. Challenges will always be there. We cannot know what they will be, but all must be addressed with integrity. Strengthening and protecting our neighborhoods is essential. So is expanding our tax base and encouraging business growth. They are not mutually exclusive. A robust workforce looks for and wants good housing. It can be done. It is a goal we must achieve. With the consent of the people, we must consider buying and protecting green space within the city to further enhance our neighborhoods and to attract people to live and work in Brainerd. I do my homework and I listen. My commitment to you is absolute, and I respectfully ask for your vote November 6th, and visit my website at marykoep.com after September 1st.
Thanks, Mary. Let's talk about priorities. What is your top priority if elected?
My top priority is always the people of Brainerd and making the city a place where they can live and work, raise their families, enjoy activities and recreation, a place where they want to be, they want to stay there. To do that, we of course have to really put our shoulder to the wheel. With the revenue losses, as I say, we held a stable tax base. That works, I think, to our favor in attracting new business. There's a mentoring program that Bladek is now involved with. I've asked Sheila to help me get involved in that. The networking, the contacts to bring good jobs to Brainerd. We need to do that. It has to be a priority. But at the same time, our neighborhoods have to be stable. We have to respect our people and their homes, do everything we can so it's a place where people want to live and work and stay.
Okay, thanks, Mary. Let's talk about your characteristics as a candidate. What distinguishes you from the other candidates seeking the Alderman at Large position?
Well, I do have a wealth of experience, and I think I bring a lot of courage to it. I do a lot of homework, and that's something I enjoy. I'm a real fan of reading government books and articles, so I try to stay well informed. But as issues come up, I also try to do a lot of homework, studying pros and cons, talking to people, listening, trying to determine an appropriate course for that. So that is certainly something that I have done and will continue to do, because I think it's absolutely necessary for a council person to do that, and I will continue to do that. And other characteristics, I'm tenacious, I'm persistent, I'm innovative. I brought a couple of new programs to the city, the permit rebate, which is highly popular and encourages home improvement. And then the focus on Brainerd through Showcase Brainerd, which again has been a way to bring a positive focus to our city. So innovation, I think, is something that we always need to continue.
Okay, thanks, Mary. Let's move from that piece to, let's talk about budget priorities. You shared in your opening about the challenges of the budget. What are your budget priorities and how will you pay for them?
Well, clearly, Lisa, our budget priorities are, we don't have a lot of leeway, let me be honest. We have to have, or certainly I think we have to have, good law enforcement. We have to have a good fire department. Parks are important in an area like ours. Both young and old use them. And we have wonderful parks, and probably will be doing some kinds of expansion. Children come and use them. Families use them. So we have to put the money into our park programs. As I said, law enforcement, fire departments, those have to be priorities. Roads and streets. I think we need to get into a mode of more maintenance, probably for a year or two, because the money is kind of cutting back on some of those because of the College Bridge project. There isn't going to be much state aid left for others. So, but I think our priorities have to be those that protect the people and provide for the people in ways of helping them to live here.
Okay. You talked a little bit about economic development initiatives, the mentoring program.
Right.
How will you make sure that the city of Brainerd is business friendly?
I think we need to we have created, and we must maintain a stable tax base. We need to be certain that our regulations are reasonable. Occasionally someone says to me, I don't know why you have this regulation or that one. I think we need to understand where the business world comes from and see what we can do to accommodate in that field also. I think we need to focus on the good things in our community, which I've tried to do through the Showcase Brainerd. I also think we need to be a little more active in our economic development programs. It's something I've talked about for years, but I see more opportunity with the mentoring program. Healthcare is on the rise. We need to take advantage, maybe pediatric centers, geriatric, all kinds of specialty clinics. It's out there. We can do it.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about community partners. We know communities have many partners. What community partners will you work with if elected?
Oh, all of them. All of them. Brainerd is part of a 5 Points program right now that our previous administrator, not too former administrator, Dan Vogt, was very instrumental in getting started. He worked with the administrator for Crow Wing County, the administrator from Baxter, the school superintendent, the president of the college, and let's see, Brainerd, Baxter, five, there were total. And they're looking at buying together, buying in bulk, certain items that we all use. That's just one example. We collaborate on fire and police protection all the time. So we'll continue and look for new ways.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, Mary. So we've got about 10 seconds before I need to wrap. Anything quick you want to share before we close?
Well, I'm devoted and committed to the people of Brainerd. I love this community. My husband and I could probably pick up and leave, but this is home. We love it here. We want this to be a community that others will stay and love.
Thank you, Mary, and thank you all for joining us for Candid Conversations with Candidates. Listen to this and other interviews at votebrainerdlakes.com.